I know you guys are wondering, how do we end up grinding Omni the easiest now that they have fully reset it and made Elemental Tower harder? So before we get into that, I just want to say thank you guys so much for all the support. Could we please make sure that everybody subscribes? I want to hit 1K subscribers basically as soon as possible. But let's get into it. So basically you're going to want to have chaos mode on. It just allows the whole thing to go way faster. Also, when it comes to your actual skill tree, like I said, majority damage, some cost, some range. The three perks that you're going to need to get is, what's it called? Loner, which gives you the 300% damage. Ultimate Power, which just gives 100% damage increase. And Limitless, meaning you just are infinitely able to upgrade. You do not need to get the Keystone. I didn't. For range, you want to get Sniper because it deals 100% more damage depending on like the distance from your unit. And when you go to cost, you want to do the money 30% increase to all income generation, and you want to get the selling a unit grants bonus yen equal to 40% of the unit's sell value. It's called rebate. Now you want to go champions, revitalize. Now champions and revitalize are actually extremely important because of the fact that with bleeding and wounded and everything that he applies, there's nothing that you really have to worry about with your enemies healing. You need to make sure you do have the three farms that you see here. Again, you're going to want Young Entrepreneur for Sprint Wagon. You're going to want Takaroto and Nami to end up having her Nami's Memoria, and you just want to use Iruzu's with the highest percentage money gain. When it comes to your Rukia, you basically just, the familiar doesn't matter that much. I have something on it that I shouldn't, but you do need her Memoria. Denji, again, doesn't really matter. You only have him here to deal with shields because Sukuna's not really good at dealing with shields. And then you use Madara's Memoria, and then, like, again, a really good burb. Now, you're going to want to change out Madara's Memoria for his own, for Gojo and Sukuna's own Memoria, because of the fact that they're not able to do crazy amounts of damage when it comes later. It doesn't really get the benefit. Yes, it just makes like the beginning stage like this way faster, but when it comes to later stages, it's gonna make it a lot more difficult. We're just now getting into this. You can see that the enemy's already spawning in with 65 million HP, which is insane. We're about to have a boss with like, I want to say like 20 billion HP. I just placed my Denji down as soon as possible. You can place him closer, which I would do in just 1 second. I would actually recommend placing it right here. Now, you're going to want to basically just auto upgrade this. And before you guys end up making a huge mistake, most people end up actually making this mistake pretty often and easily, is they just let the auto upgrade go and then they switch it over to Sukuna. Now, if you do that, I'll show you here in just 1 second. So you see how it has upgrade 10. If I upgrade it one more time and then switch it over to histories, you're gonna get this whole cutscene. I forgot to turn off what's it called, VFX, but it's fine. But I upgraded it to 11, and when you actually see Sukuna, he's level 10. So it doesn't end up working properly, so you just waste like that 7,000. So now you just upgrade it here, and you just keep spamming it. Just have the auto upgrade on. You're gonna keep getting it with the amount of money that you're making, and this is why Shinobi above all, like Madara's Memoria, is insane, because it buffs the unit's damage by 5% per upgrade gained. So every time it gets an upgrade, it's getting 5% damage on top of the already 5% damage increase. So you're getting 10% damage, which is basically double what you would get normally if you didn't have the Memoria. And he ends up getting like absolutely insane damage. You can see here, already at 608 million. This is going to allow you to basically sweep the floor with any bosses that come in at all. We're just going to see here soon in a second the next boss. Now, before we get to that, binding vows, none of these really matter. I would just do the gains 100% crit rate and over crit, and it loses 30% range. That's the best one in my opinion. Again, there's other ones that are better, but it gets rid of your damage, and as of right now, for the beginning, you don't want to, not waste it, but you just want to do it as fast as possible. Now you can see here that Gear Boy has 35 billion HP, but because Sukuna is unbelievably strong, 4.4 ETPS. Like, that's insane. And when you click his ability, boom, he just did another couple billion damage. Just let this continuously go, and boom, 33 billion HP gone. And the next one, skip 10 floors, again, we'll show it, go through everything. Depending on the map is depending on where you're going to want to place your units, because of like some bosses, how they can actually spawn way back. This was the 9-tailed fox, so we don't have to worry about it. But sometimes you'll see my autoplay here, it's set right here, and that's because of the fact that I believe it's Sasuke ends up getting a wormhole here and walking the track, so it's just not as beneficial to have it at the back. Now I'm just gonna place this down real quick here and here. Again, upgrading my Sukuna. I did not put auto upgrade on all these, which is upsetting, but it's okay. But you can see how he just constantly attacks 24/7. It's because right here, attack non-stop with random attacks. Every other attack deals 100% more damage, so you can literally see it going to 9 times. It's gonna go back down. Once he gets a bunch of bleed, the more bleed he gets, his damage goes up. The more kills you get, the damage goes up. Where is it? Down here. Yeah, buff range by 2% per bleeding enemy in range. And when a bleeding enemy dies, buff this damage by 2%, up to 80%. So it's just ridiculous how much damage this guy ends up doing. I mean, he's only upgraded twice, and he's already dealing with the guys who have 185 million HP. It's insane, actually. But we do have 9-tailed fox spawning with 27 billion HP, which is basically what we had 10 rounds ago. They've made this extremely harder, especially if you're trying to like skip, but it saves that time that you lost already. So now histories, I know I should have done it, but it's whatever. Like, you guys gotta look at this for 5 seconds. It's pretty cool. So, you know, like, it is what it is. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to get a shiny of Sukuna, actually. But you can see they run extremely fast because of the chaos mode, but again, that doesn't matter because of how like ridiculous amounts of damage we end up doing. Yeah, they're spawning in with 500 mil HP and all that, but again, it really doesn't matter. Yeah, so it's just extremely easy. Yeah, but you did see his Sinister Sanctum end up being used. Again, this guy's gonna just destroy it. Like, 11 bill EDPS should not be a thing. It's just ridiculous, but again, whatever. These units can be changed out. For example, any unit that ends up doing a multi-attack hit would be good instead of Denji. You could use, again, basically anybody. I only have Rukia here because it gives like that 20% range buff and 50% damage buff. But again, like I said, you can change it out for something else. Technically, Brook would be better to use, but this just allows me to do like a lot less tedious things where I'm constantly like tapping. I forgot to end up doing this to gain the 100% crit. That's fine. That just means he's hitting for 2 billion every hit. You'll see 891 bill, 896 bill, 897. He just constantly keeps attacking, and he's getting like almost, I want to say like 300 mil per like bleed crit. It's actually insane how much damage this guy ends up doing. He could probably carry, I want to say like 200 plus billion HP enemies, which is again ridiculous. But yeah, guys, that's basically everything that I wanted to explain to you. I know it's not the best thing out there, and I know you guys are probably looking for like portals and things like that, which I will get out to you as soon as possible. But I do know everybody loves grinding Omni Tower, and this is how you can do it the fastest. Again, please make sure to like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, and I hope you guys all enjoy. Have a great day.